If small businesses are the engine of the economy, well, then the holiday shopping season is the fuel. In fact, the National Retail Federation estimates that business owners ring up to 25 to 40% of all annual sales during the last few months of the year. But how can they maintain that momentum and compete with those big box stores? Well, USA Today business columnist Steve Strauss joins us with strategies to make and keep more of that critical revenue. Good morning, Steve. Great to have you with us.
Thank you, Nikki. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, let me ask you this first and foremost. How can small businesses generate more holiday sales?
Well, the good news is that this is shaping up to be a great holiday season, as you just mentioned. And so, in fact, I have 3 tips that I'd love to share to help small business owners and their employees take advantage of what's looking like a great opportunity.
Great.
And the first one is simply this: just be smart about your money. If people are spending more right now, and they are, which is great,
yes,
that means more money is going to be coming into your shop or your store, and you have to preserve that capital. You got to make it last all year long.
Exactly.
This is really important for seasonal businesses. I'm reminded of the ice cream store owner who opened up near me a couple years ago, and man, he did a bang-up business all summer long. We thought this guy was a genius, except he was out of business in December.
Right.
And why was that? Right, why was that? Because he didn't, he took his money and spent it when it came in and didn't make it last all year long. So with sales high right now, it's great, but I hate to use the B word, but budget your money and make it last.
So really that's the key to being able to keep those, the critical holiday revenue going all year long for these small businesses. Is that really what the key is just to budget yourself?
Yeah, well, that's one key. The second thing I would say is you want to maximize your cash reward card savings.
Okay.
For example, right now I've teamed up with Bank of America. I'm creating content for their small business online community. And I know that B of A just launched a Cash Rewards for Business MasterCard. And this is a card that gives you 3% cash back as a small business owner on those things that are most important to you in what you buy. Things like entertainment or gasoline, office supplies, that kind of thing. So let's say a florist. Yeah, so how about this? So let's say there's a florist in Albuquerque. He's going around town all December, delivering poinsettias and flowers, and that's great. But he's probably, putting a lot of gas in the car.
Right, of course.
If you use, so if you use a card like the one I mentioned, well, then you're going to get 3% cash back every time you fill up the tank. So that's great. You're going to make money from your customers and even from your fill-ups. And what's that going to do? That's going to create a happy holiday.
Sure, absolutely. And you said there are 3 ways. What would be the third?
Well, the third thing I think you should do is give your customers the same kind of benefits that I'm talking about. Give them the same kind of savings that I'm suggesting that small business owners look for. So have a sale, offer a discount, have a coupon, close the shop up one night and invite in only your best customers and give them a certain deal. What that's going to do is create more revenue. You're going to create more customer loyalty. You're going to make more money, and you're going to have an even more prosperous holiday season. So there'll be even more cash for you to deal with, to flow around.
That's great. I mean, how important is cash flow management?
Well, it's critical because the idea is money comes in, money goes out, and the smart small business owner figures out a way to last all year long, and that there's never a cash crunch. That's the crisis inexperienced small business owners tend to get into. But if you do things like I've suggested, which is budget well and use a Cash Rewards for Business MasterCard, that kind of thing, well, then you're going to be having enough money come in all year long to not have a cash crunch.
Great advice. Well, let me ask you this, Steve. Do you have any tips for those who are looking to start their own businesses around this time of year?
It's a great time to start a business. There's, first of all, the economy's looking better. Unemployment is down. Consumer confidence is up. Things seem to be growing a little bit. So that's great. And if there's something that you're passionate about, that you love to do, well, there's lots of help out there, way more than there ever used to be. SCORE is a great organization. SCORE.org is the website, and you can get some free help from experienced business people. You can pick up a copy of my book, The Small Business Bible. Whatever it is, there's lots of help out there to help you start your business at this time. And if people want to learn more, they could go to bankofamerica.com/smallbusiness or mrallbiz.com to learn more.
Fantastic. Steve, thank you so much for joining us. Great tips and great advice. We appreciate that. And happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you, and we'll be right back.